Hello everyone. Hello. I hope you are having a good day. Our group is composed of Tayana Cuellar, Esteban Novoa, Mateo Rodriguez, and me, Alejandra Diaz. Today we are going to talk about our experience in the foundation called Patitas, which is located in La Calera, Bogota. She smiles because she lives this experience with us. This foundation is responsible for rescuing animals and taking care of them until they find a sweet home. In this moment, they have at least 30 dogs, and their activities are financed through donations and capital that the owner intend for them. Then each of us will tell you about our experience in this place. Let's start.
Our first intention was doing a micro-volunteer which involves animal welfare, so we decided to go to Patitas to La Calera and help with the animals. We spent around an hour taking care of them. We washed them, we fed them, and we also played with them. We also wanted to ask some questions to the owner. We wanted to know where were the animals from. We also wanted to know how to take good care of the animals. So in my opinion, it was more than we expected. It was more than a micro volunteering. It was a life experience. So I could feel a good sensation of helping the others. So in my opinion, it is an experience that everyone should live. Thank you.
Now I'm going to tell you more about my experience by going through this adventure of animal volunteering. Firstly, I wasn't very excited about the idea of going to a farm and go and play with dogs that were homeless. I was not really into it. But as soon as I go there, I realized that helping animals is as much important than helping people, because the reaction is very likely, because the animals reflect not with it's not no speaking, but with their actions. They express how grateful they are for you being there, playing with them, and spending some time with them. Because these animals and these dogs, because the foundation that we went is of dogs. These dogs are homeless, so the manager of the foundation go in a truck and rescue dogs that are sick or that have no home, and go and take them to his farm in La Calera. So he give them food, he provide them for medicines, and clean them a home, love, and the volunteers go there and spend some time with the dogs, give some money, from some food, sorry, and with that is that how the manager of the foundation guarantees that the dogs have a quality life much better. But it's not easy. So I would invite again to you to go and involve more to this kind of projects, because the managers of this foundation, that are many, have many problems, economic problems, for providing the animals the quality life that they must have.
Hello everyone, how are you? For people who do not know me, my name is Esteban Novoa and will tell you about for my experience in this foundation. The truth, I had never gone to a foundation of dogs and this time I wanted to take advantage to learn everything possible about these animals that every day are more to who are in the streets. It's very, it's very terrible. The day I went to the foundation, its director, Juan Camilo Peraza, was very keen in my showing me the dogs. Many of these dogs were rescued from the streets, some very sick. I had the opportunity to bathe the dogs, feed them, and give them some shots. Was very incredible. The day I went, it's raining a lot, so I must feel. I think it's important to say that it was very dirty because many dogs playing with me. Although this was a bad experience because in the night I had take the shower in the bathroom. So although it was very funny because I played the dog. I have the opportunity to play the dogs. So at first I was a little afraid because when I was a kid, a dog from the street, I hit a fungus in my head. So it was very scary. But Juan Camilo helped me to lose that fear by showing me that the dogs on this foundation are loving and fun when you play with them. It's incredible that the people are loving the fun. Fun when you play with them. It's incredible that people like Juan Camilo are 100% dedicated to this work. He's a business administration to Universidad La Javeriana of Colombia. Where is Colombia? I don't know. I know, yes, where Colombia. And he has put his experience and knowledge on the subject and managing foundation as non-profit organization. It's incredible. This example for me is very important because I will be a business administrator very soon, and I want to put my knowledge and his career to do social enterprise as did Juan Camilo. So thank you all for listening and hope to have to spend a fun time with me and this foundation that will eventually be very important. So thank you everybody, goodbye.
My experience was something that I had never imagined and I will surely never forget. So, all my life I have loved the animals. So, when we were arriving at the foundation, I had many mixed feelings. The first thing that I noticed were the installations and the way they care of dogs. There are many activities to do, like the ones my classmates already said. And the most interesting for me is the washing the dogs. The owner explained us how is the right way to give them a wash. For some dogs, the first thing they have to do is hair and nail cutting. Then the next step is the shower. Some of them have been aggressive during the cutting, but at the time of the wash, they manage to relax. Afterwards, they have to dry very well. The most important are the ears because they can get an illness there. Once dried very well, we comb them. In my life, I have been waiting for an opportunity like this. So having like this was the most beautiful thing that could have happened to me. Thank you.
This foundation we got thanks to my friend Alejandro Suarez. He's a close friend of the founder of this foundation, that is Juan Camilo Perraza. Alejandro helped me because he saw we did not get foundation, so he called to the founder at this foundation, who was very keen and helped us with all doubts we had about the volunteers program that foundation has. Although it was not easy to get there because the foundation is very it's very longer between Universidad de La Sabana and the Calera, because this foundation is located in La Calera, near to Bogota. But no matter, in the end, the only important thing is has been able to help these cute dogs. So thank you everyone to listen me, and see you other day. Thank you.
This experience had an impact on me. While working with homeless dogs, I realized that no animal deserves being treated like that, and that some people have no heart because they do such terrible things to animals that are innocent. Some dogs were injured and all of them were dirty. You could see that their eyes were sad. But when we play with them and take care of them, all of their eyes had a little sparkle and they become more playful. Because of that, I'm really grateful because I had the chance to interact with them and to see them happy. Additionally, we learned about some cures that they need to be healthy, and we learned about their behavior. We learned that some actions that they do are due to bad experiences. For example, some of them are aggressive due to bad experiences in the past. It is not true that they are like this since they are born. So, finally, in my opinion, we must take care of animals and give them more importance.
Hello! As you might know, to this point, our group and I go through an animal volunteer experience. What I'm going to do now is to invite you by telling you 5 aspects I think that are important of the animal volunteer that help me, and I think help my partners to go and persuade us to go through this experience. First, I think that animal homeless is a big problem of the cities, and it's because the conscience of the society, because most owners buy the dogs or cats or any home pets when they are puppies. When they grew up, they just don't want it anymore, at least in some cases. So what they do is to throw the dog or the cat outside their homes, and the dog go away, and he goes through a hungry and all the kind of stuff that homeless animals go through in the street. Secondly, I think that by doing volunteer, you show it's an expression of humanity, because by doing volunteer, you show that you care about somebody else, an animal, a person, or any aspect of volunteer that you are doing. But it shows that you are really a good person and show the humanity that all humans must have in order to provide us to have a better society all around the world. Thirdly, it's a way for you to invest your time helping others in need. You that the only persons are in need? No, not really. There are more animals. You can help your community by doing social, by cleaning the street. So you don't have to work only with people for doing volunteer. So in this case, by helping animals, you are doing volunteer. Fourth, you give a voice to those who have no voice, like the animals. So you help someone that needs to be helped. 5, when you have problems, as all we have, I think that when you do volunteering, you don't care anymore about those problems, and you just care for helping the person or the community that you are helping. So those problems pass through away and will pass to another page. So you just go through the moment, have a great time, and the problems that you thought that was this big, you now know that are this big. So that's why you need, and I think that it's good to do volunteer.